Hello dear friends, I am Daisy Victoria. Today I will be showing you how I made this very cute plaid tartan skirt. I used a vintage pattern to create this skirt. I actually found a number of vintage patterns at a secondhand store recently and I wanted to try one out. I really like this skirt pattern and I also like the idea of doing the kilt inspired variation in a tartan. Maybe it's because I've been watching all that Outlander or something. I challenged myself to follow the instructions included with the pattern. I may have a habit of just using pattern pieces and not looking at the instructions, but I wanted to slow down and really take in and study the process described in this period pattern. First, I had to cut out all of my pattern pieces. There are two main skirt pieces, left and right, with a back seam. There's also a waistband, a front facing, and a piece I would end up using to create fringe. When selecting this tartan fabric, I first thought I'd try to get a tartan close to that of my family, since I do in fact have some Scottish blood. My ancestors also came to the Carolinas in the 18th century, just like in Outlander. Maybe I'm related to Claire and Jamie. One can hope. Ah yes, the eternal dream that one may be related to beloved fictional characters. Anyway, I realized the standard low-cost tartan prints are based on the Stuart tartan, and that's cool because everyone is allowed to wear the royal tartan since we are all subjects of the crown. Or, at least I like to believe I am. I guess I live in a different country. Okay, let's get to work. The first step called for hemming and attaching the front facing to the right side of the skirt front. Next, I marked the front dart placement with my handy magical disappearing fabric pen, and then I sewed the darts. Next, I sewed the back seam. Then, it was time to hem the skirt. Using a tartan or plaid fabric is really convenient here because you can use the tartan pattern to gauge your hem. I ironed my hem in place, pinned it, and sewed it down. Pleating is the really cool part of this project. The pattern has pleats marked, complete with direction of pleating. I marked these using my fabric pen and then started pleating. I pinned each pleat in place individually. The pattern waist is a little smaller than my waist, and I did calculate how much to adjust the pleats to make it fit me perfectly. Basically, I just divided the difference between my waist and the pattern waist by the number of pleats. It was only a few inches off, so I figured having a very slightly narrower pleats would be sufficient. I should note I also did cut the waistband slightly larger than the pattern piece. After I sewed the pleats down, I secured the front facing and attached the waistband. The open edge is pointed, which makes a nice little design feature. I sewed the band onto the skirt, right sides together, and then folded it over, being careful to turn those pretty little corners all the way. Then I secured the other side of the waistband. Because I wanted my stitches to be very neat from the right side, I pinned it down from the right side so I could feed it through the machine that way. I attached a button to the waistband with a corresponding buttonhole. I also attached a hook and eye to the other side. This holds the entire band in place, so one side doesn't droop when you wear it. I got this lovely golden safety pin slash sort of a kilt pin for decoration. Okay, time to make fringe. Basically, I sewed the fringe piece so that it was folded in half and there was a seam close to the fold, so it can't fray beyond that seam. Then I started pulling out threads. And I continued to pull out threads. for a very long time. I found that pins helped me select individual threads, and it was easiest if I started from the center and then pulled toward either end. The process isn't really that bad, it just takes time. Once I had the fringe ready to go, I sewed it onto the open edge of the skirt. A final fitting proves the skirt looks super cute. I wanted one more thing, or rather 3 more things. Hair bows! I liked both the large one and the small ones, so I decided to attach both styles to hair clips so I can wear either one. I like the large bow in the back or the small bows on the sides. I frequently braid my hair, so I thought this might be useful. Though I have to say, wearing all 3 at the same time is the ultimate style. If you'd like to see more of my shenanigans, please subscribe to my channel and consider supporting me on Patreon if you'd like extra goodies. I also have PDF tutorials to help you create your dream costumes, and you can find me on the social medias. I look forward to seeing you again very soon.